Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk, the rematch happening this Saturday, and I can't wait for it. This is going to be a banger of a fight, and we are going live for it here on this channel, so make sure you tune into that. Now, a big narrative coming into this fight is that Tyson Fury looks extremely confident. In all the interviews that we've covered here on this channel, and all the new interviews that Tyson Fury's done in the last 48 hours, Tyson Fury is coming across like a different person. He looks like he's going to be a different beast in there. He's extremely confident. He's saying that he's going to finish Usyk, and that Usyk has got no chance this time around, and he's literally telling us his game plan. He said he's going to pretty much do what he did in the first fight, but just better this time. So what I thought was a good idea is if we go back and look at the original fight and take a look at Tyson Fury's best rounds in that fight to see if it would be enough to defeat Usyk in this rematch. Before we dive into that breakdown, let's just take a look at Tyson Fury's latest interview, just to give us a bit of an idea about his mindset coming into this fight, and it'll lay down the context for this video as well.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I did last time, but better. And win this time.
You surprised yourself last time with how easily you were landing on him. That's what you were saying, right?
Yeah. I was landing at will, basically.
Do you think he can surprise you?
Listen, everyone can be better. As we've seen, I've been better loads of times in fights than I was the first time around, so never underestimate anybody's ability to improve. They said I couldn't improve at all years ago, but I improved, got my boxing together and went in there and boxed all these people up, and then they said I couldn't come forward, and me and Sugar Hill got together and I've become a destructive punch, start knocking everyone out, and they'll say again, Usyk can't improve, but everyone can improve if they want to.
And that is true. We've got to give Tyson Fury credit there. Tyson completely switched up his approach when he started working with Sugar, and since then he has had a lot more power. He's been merging his original style, which is an elusive defensive boxer, with being a pressure fighter, someone who pushes forward and throws power punches. He's merged those two styles pretty nicely and now can dip in and out of either.
Back against the wall a little bit this time? Is this just like when you fought Klitschko, where they said, well, he can't go and beat Klitschko in Germany, he's got no chance, Klitschko's a long-range
nothing
champion.
like that. Nothing like that.
Not on your mind at all?
No, I'm a proven veteran, world champion. You know, he won this fight last time. Let's not make any mistakes. By 1 point. A round, innit? So, you know, if one of them other rounds, I'd have got it, one of the rounds on from 1 to 12, if some of the scorecards would have been identical on the rounds that I'd won and lost, then it'd have been a draw. Do you know what I mean? If I'd have got another round on any of the cards, I didn't get 10-8 and I won it. But if woulda, shoulda, coulda, it doesn't mean shit. So yeah, it's nothing like a Klitschko fight when they thought I was just going to get blown away. You know what I mean? You don't, he didn't go in there and class me. He won by 1 point, debatably by 1 point as well.
Now, after going back and watching this fight, yeah, I get Tyson's point. If it wasn't for that 9th round where Usyk had Fury wobbled and he got the 10-8 round, it actually might have been a draw, or maybe Fury would have won it. However, after watching it back for the second time, if Fury would have won that fight, I probably would have disagreed with it. At best, maybe you can give Fury like 4 or 5 rounds. Now, one of the judges giving Fury the win, disagree with that.
You fit enough in the first fight?
Listen, I never make excuses. The man's got his victory, fair play to him. But I'm looking forward to Saturday night to fucking him up.
Right, he didn't answer that there. He said, were you fit enough in the first fight? Tyson Fury didn't answer. That's because at the end of the fight, he did start tapering off a little bit. He did get tired. I believe rounds 5, 6, and 7, the rounds that Tyson Fury won, he blew quite a bit of his gas tank, lost round 8, and then that's when he got wobbled in round 9. And when you get wobbled, that kills your gas tank off even more. But then credit to him, Tyson Fury, he is the recovery king. He actually came back and won the 12th round.
But if he thinks he's going to be fighting the same man, he's in for a real shock.
Tyson said that he's going to be a different man in there. I like the confidence.
Any round I want to do it and I'll do him.
He comes on pretty strong late on.
So do I. I won round 12, didn't I? On all cards. So who finishes stronger? Me.
Statistically, absolutely.
There we go.
And that's true. Going into the first fight, the narrative was that Usyk always wins the final rounds. Tyson Fury won the 12th.
Do you think he's in for the shock of his life on Saturday?
I think so, yeah. I'm going to make him feel he's 37 years for sure. And he's going to be in there with the Gypsy King, not whoever I was last time out.
How do you feel legs-wise? There's people out there saying that Tyson's legs have gone. I can see it.
Find out Saturday night.
But do you feel the same?
I feel as good as I've ever felt. Be honest, I feel very good. I've done a very good camp. I've sparred more than I've sparred in years, and I've been able to do stuff that I've always been able to do, push myself. I'd be the first one, if I wasn't able to do fights and stuff, I wouldn't want to go in there and risk getting battered for a few quid extra. I wouldn't be able to do anything with anyway. So yeah, if it was the case that I didn't feel as if I was the same person, I'd be the first one to say, you know what, I'm finished. But I ain't. I'm very far from that. Feeling very good and cannot wait for the fight Saturday night. I'm going to end him. End his career, this will be. You'll never hear of Alexander Usyk again after this.
That's pretty confidence from Fury right there. And we do have to acknowledge in the first fight, Tyson Fury had the cut and he couldn't spar that much in his camp. Whereas this time around, he's got no cut. He's able to spar hard. So that is a big factor for Tyson Fury coming into this rematch. Right, let's take a look at the judges' scorecards. So as we can see, the first judge scored rounds 5, 6, and 7 to Fury. The second judge scored rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7 to Fury. And then the third judge, right above my head, scored rounds rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7 to Fury. Every judge agrees that Tyson won rounds 5, 6, and 7, and I think we can all argue that they were his best rounds, as evident by the punch stats right here. You can pause this if you want to take a look at it, but if we take a look at the middle of the fight, rounds 5, 6, and 7, on the total punches landed and thrown, you can see in the 5th, Fury landed 22 of 55. In the 6th round, he landed 20 of 48 punches, and in the 7th round, he landed 12 of 43 punches. So I'm going to flip this screen, and we're going to take a look at Tyson's best rounds. Let's go. So you can see the pressure that Usyk is putting on Fury, but this is where Fury was getting into his flow state a bit more. He started settling into the fight, was picking his shots a bit better. He also started going to the body a lot more in these rounds. The rounds 5 and 6 particularly, you see that left hook to the body there, followed by the right hook. Nasty. And that started opening up the uppercut for Tyson Fury. Oh, got caught a little bit there though. And Tyson had good head movements in these rounds. Nice, once again, crazy big body shots from Fury. And he was ripping to them as well. He wasn't holding back on them. He was throwing, look at that right hand to the body. I do think if Fury is able to implement a similar sort of game plan and go to the body a bit earlier, then he might have more success in this fight. Once again, that body shot, nasty. There's the uppercut attempt. I think he lands a big shot somewhere here. A little bit of dancing, nice. I like the way he held the ropes there to disguise that left-right hook. That was nice. So that was a clear victory for Tyson Fury in round 5. Let's take a look at round 6. See, the incredible thing about Usyk is that he adjusts very, very well. So Usyk was a bit more defensively sound in this round. He started catching on to those body shots a bit more that Fury was throwing. You can see Usyk's already landing a little bit more in this 6th round. When I'm watching this, it's just hard to bet against Usyk. You'd always feel that he's just a couple steps ahead of his opponents. The moment that Tyson Fury gets an edge in this fight, it just feels like Usyk adjusts and makes your game plan not work anymore. Nice uppercut. That was a massive shot by Fury. Once again, big shot to the body by Fury. Nice combinations. Look at that uppercut. Nasty. Oh, and once again, the body shot. See, by going to the body with the right hook and then changing it to the uppercut, you can mask each one of those punches. Fury once again ended the round, showboating a bit. He said he's not going to do that as much this rematch, and he did the same thing again. So we've seen Usyk make some adjustments there. However, Tyson was able to have great success. He landed the biggest shot that he landed the entire fight in that uppercut. And as I say, he was able to set up that uppercut because of the work that he did with the right hook to the body. So the final round that the judges gave to Fury in the middle of the fight was the 7th round. Let's check this out. Also, guys, yeah, remember, I've got this mirrored, so if I'm saying, oh, nice right hand by Fury, it'll look like the left hand on your screen. Nice body hook once again by Fury. This is a bit more of the style that he employed against Wilder. Maybe some more of that in this fight. Lean on Usyk more. Stop that forward pressure from Usyk, because we know exactly what Usyk's going to do. He's going to come forward in this fight exactly like he did here. But if Tyson Fury is able to lean on him, tire Usyk out, which is a big, big task, and it'll also get Usyk to second guess closing the distance a bit, because he won't want to get clinched up with Fury. Oh, big uppercut again by Fury. That was nice. If Fury is able to make every round like this and stay disciplined and be on his P's and Q's, he can most definitely win this fight. However, I don't think it's going to be that simple. Usyk is a clever, smart boxer, and it's just extremely hard to bet against him. But what Fury's doing here is he's pulling Usyk into his game. Usyk hasn't landed barely any shots in this round. Nice bit of success from Usyk at the end there though, but Fury kept him off him, and then that's when Usyk started picking up momentum then in the rest of the fight, although nice few shots there in the 8th round by Fury. So, prediction. I'll be honest, guys, I've actually went a little bit back and forth on this prediction. Me initial thoughts was just Usyk again, just because it's so hard to bet against them. However, after seeing the face-off interviews with them and seeing them go back and forth and seeing Tyson Fury in some interviews, I started siding with Tyson Fury because I like the confidence. I like how he's speaking. He's coming across as very self-aware as what worked for for him in the fight and what didn't work for him. He's got some other things in his favour as well, like the fact that in the first fight, he wasn't really able to spar. This time, he's now being able to spar. And listen, guys, if you want to get ready for the fight, you need to be sparring. You need to be hard sparring as well, especially when you're going up against Usyk. There is a time and a place for hard sparring, and when you're fighting for the heavyweight world title, yeah, you should be doing the hard sparring. If Tyson wasn't able to do that initially, that's going to be a massive disadvantage for him. So there's a lot of things going for Tyson in this fight. However, I just think Usyk is going to have Tyson Fury's number. It's also hard to bet against Tyson, but Usyk is just that next level. He adjusts very well. That pressure is relentless. I think we're going to see Usyk outpoint Tyson Fury over the course of the fight. Now, here is the thing. Judges sometimes can be a little bit wacky in boxing. One of the judges in the first fight give it to Tyson Fury, which is insane. And you could say that the judges might be a little bit biased towards giving Tyson Fury the decision if it's a close fight, because they want the trilogy. And where is the trilogy going to be held? In Saudi Arabia again. There's always that little corruption element. So I'm thinking that Usyk is going to get the job done. But if we experience a pretty close fight where it's kind of clear that Usyk won, but it's still fairly close, I think we might actually get a Tyson Fury robbery on the scorecards. But my prediction is that Usyk is going to win this fight. And to just put a disclaimer out there, I do think we're going to see a really good Tyson Fury. I think we're going to see a more disciplined Fury. He's not going to be showboating as much, and he's going to be a lot more focused in this fight. I think he's going to have some really good success. Hopefully it's just a clean-cut victory and there's no robbery or no controversy, but I'm taking Usyk. You guys comment all your final predictions down below, and remember, we're going live for this event here on this YouTube channel, so make sure you tune in because I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good one, and it'll be good to interact with you all in the chat. Okay guys, I appreciate the love and support. See you tomorrow.